So in the world around us, everything that we interacted, all the objects, all the liquids, solids, and gases are made up of elements called atoms. And all of these elements are listed in the periodic table. The periodic table doesn't only encompass elements that are found on Earth, but everywhere else in the known universe. So the materials that the stars and other planets are made out of are included here. So just a little summary on what's going on. Each element is represented in a block like this. We only have the letter corresponding to the element, so this would be carbon, C. We also have two numerical notations. We have a little number at the top and a big number at the bottom. The little number is called the atomic number and the big number is the mass number. So you guys will be getting into more calculations with atomic and mass numbers in grade 9, but for now you just need to know the names. We also have this description. Rows are called periods and columns are called groups. So rows go from left to right are the periods, and up and down the columns are the groups. And this pretty much summarizes everything we need for this section. So now I just want to go through a few questions on this. So we're going to look at activity 2 on page 111, and the heading is investigate the periodic table. So the first question is look at the symbol in figure 4 and use the periodic table to answer the following questions. So this is actually figure 4 that I've redrawn. Question 1a, what is the name of this element? We've already said it's carbon. What is its atomic number? That would be 6. Write down the name of an element in the same group as this element. So same group means same column, up and down. So I'm just going to look at the element directly underneath carbon, which is silicon. Question 1d, write down the name of an element in the same period as this element. So in the same period means in the same row, so we're looking left and right. I'm going to look at the element directly to the right of carbon, which would be nitrogen, N. Okay, next question. Draw a table like the one below of the names and symbols for the first 20 elements. The first 3 have been done for you as an example. So this table goes hydrogen, helium, lithium. Now, if you look at what's happening with these numbers in the periodic table, you'll see that they get larger and larger as we go across the rows, as we go from left to right. And then when we go across a row, we start the next element. It's the first element of the next row. And so we go to encompass everything. Lastly, we should mention that the periodic table is broken up into 3 categories: metals, semi-metals, and non-metals. So metals have certain characteristic properties. For example, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are easily bent and shaped. That means they're ductile. Semi-metals have properties of both metals and non-metals, and non-metals have the properties of being poor heat conductors and electrical conductors, and are also quite rigid. So that covers that pretty much for this section. I've given you some questions on this, and once again, if you're struggling to understand or if you need me to go over anything, please let me know. Thanks.